I'm Cameron.
So many social media platforms have been embedded into our daily lives, which has changed how we communicate, how we think, and even how we see ourselves. Along with all the good, fun things social media brings to the table, there are also some severe downsides to using it. As I continue, I want to talk a little bit about the negative impacts of social media. I want to discuss the rising numbers of people living with mental disorders such as anxiety and depression, internet addiction, and low self-esteem in young adults. To begin, I would like to bring to your attention some facts about social media and mental health. Studies show that phone usage has increased over the years, especially in teens and young adults. Research has linked social media to many things. Increased anxiety as well as depression. It has lowered self-esteem not only in young adults, but the entire population. One study actually found that after the introduction of major social media platforms, rates of anxiety and depression among college kids increased by measurable percentages. Another survey showed that teenage girls spend on average 3 to 4 hours per day on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, compared to 2 hours for boys and girls who reported increased levels of depression, according to GovDev. Now, let's take a look at how social media can develop into internet addiction quickly. Some research, such as Opreska, classify internet addiction as an impulse control disorder. Surveys report that a very large percentage of adolescents show signs of internet addiction. Some of these signs being struggling to limit their screen time on the daily. They may feel anxious without their devices nearby. And just like any other addiction, it can damage your real-life relationships. Over time, teens start prioritizing social media over school, homework, hobbies, sleep, and even face-to-face interactions. Without healthy boundaries set in place, social media use can shift from a tool for connection to a compulsive habit that is very difficult to break. What may start out as a harmless entertainment device can quickly turn into dependency. Now, let's discuss a very alarming aspect of social media. Social media has been depleting the self-esteem and confidence of young adults and teens more than ever seen before in the world. Social media poses as a highlight reel, and some people may forget that. Studies by Yang describe positive self-representation as where users selectively present ideal versions of themselves to gain approval. So you're only seeing what they want you to see. Positive self-representation is when someone creates that ideal image. What people post isn't always exactly what it seems. You're only getting a little glimpse into their lives. People display the highlights of their lives, not the lows. This creates a false sense of reality for their peers. Social media creates an unrealistic standard that is nearly impossible to meet. Teens are constantly comparing themselves to someone's carefully edited life, which is damaging their self-esteem so badly. Comparison creates feelings of inadequacy. This constant exposure to perfect bodies, perfect relationships, and perfect lifestyles can distort teens' perception of what is normal and attainable for people our age. Ultimately, while social media can connect people and provide entertainment, it also contributes to unrealistic expectations and harmful comparison. Without awareness and balance, it can significantly damage the confidence and self-image of young adults and teens. In conclusion, while social media can offer ways to connect, be creative, and stay informed, we can't overlook the serious negative impacts it can have on our lives, especially in young adults and teens. These platforms often encourage constant comparison, unrealistic expectations, and the use that attention away from real-life relationships. Research shows social media is associated with higher levels of anxiety and depression, lower self-esteem and body image, and internet addiction, which can interfere with everyday relationships and overall well-being. I hope that today you learned the dangers that social media brings into our world, and that you become more aware of what you're letting corrupt your life on the daily. Thank you.